I'd like to call this meeting of the Princeton City Council to order. Clerk, call the roll.
Mayor Mabry?
Here.
Councilmember Newman?
Here.
Gomez?
Here.
McCall?
Would you please? Oh, sorry. I apologize,
I'm
Marty.
here.
I'm sorry, Marty. Not.
Okay.
Would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Sorry about that.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, trying not to include Marty in this. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to go to public comment. Public comment is the beginning and the end of the meeting. You have 3 minutes to speak approximately. If you'd like to come to the podium and speak, just state your name. If anyone would like to speak in public comment. Otherwise, we can talk at the end of the meeting as well. Okay, seeing none, we'll go ahead now and approve the minutes from the last council meeting, please.
I move that we approve the minutes from our regular council meeting on August 5th, 2024.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Is there any questions or comments or corrections from the council concerning the minutes? Seeing none, clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Newman?
Aye.
Gomez?
Aye.
McCransky?
Aye.
And Mayor Mabry?
Aye, thank you. Very good. Now we'll go for the approval of the minutes. The invoices with City Clerk Janet Henning, please.
In the Department of Accounts and Finances, we have $126,541.27. In the Department of Streets and Public Improvement, $194,592.60. In the Department of Public and Safety, $214,763.31. And in the Department of Public Property and Utilities, $1,026,319.98, with a grand total of $1,562,217.16. Mayor, all council members present have confirmed the reviews of all invoices and are now submitted for disposition.
I move that we approve the invoices as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Is there any questions or comments from the council? Seeing none, clerk, call the roll.
Councilmember Newman?
Aye.
Gomez?
Aye.
McCransky?
Aye.
And Mayor Mabry?
Aye, thank you. Now we're going to go to the city manager report, please.
Under the Labor Day holiday garbage collection schedule, this is a reminder. Monday, September 2nd will be picked up Tuesday the 3rd. And so we'll be running a double route that day. So Mondays and Tuesdays will be picked up. Please have everything out by 5 a.m. And this is not a recycling week. So thank goodness. I'm sure the garbage department is going to be very excited it's not a recycling week. So I just want to give a couple updates on a few of our construction projects that we've had going on this summer, kind of bring everybody up to speed. The depot parking lot, if you have not been up to see it, looks fantastic. I'm very, very happy. The paving is done. The grass, I heard this morning, is starting to sprout, which is really impressive. There are some remaining lights that need to be put up by the electric department. They are expected to be delivered tomorrow at 8 a.m. So they'll have the poles, fixtures, everything ready to go. Jeff expects, if everything goes well, to have those up this week. And the electric charging station for vehicles, he's still exploring a couple of vendors, but still expects that to be installed by either the fall or winter. So.
Did you talk about location?
I believe it'll be in the middle of the south end.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense. I can't picture that area. Main Street, hallelujah, is done. We survived having Main Street shut down for a week. Again, another project that was on schedule and actually came in a little bit under budget, which is a great thing to have. Yes, the intersection did not get done, but that is an IDOT project. We're kind of at their mercy on that. So we wanted to get Main Street done before Homestead, which was done. Main and Peru is scheduled. It was scheduled for September, mid-September. They are still waiting for the lights. They seem to be on backward of the stoplights. So once we get some word on that, we'll get the confirmed start date on that. But you can definitely see a difference in how bad that intersection is compared to Main Street now. The Schooners lot, behind Schooners, our public parking lot back there, the cement work should have been done hopefully today. I'm pretty sure is what they're anticipating for the islands and the curbs and all that. With that being said, the lights, we're going to have the same light fixtures that we have at the depot will be installed at that parking lot as well. So once they get done up there, they'll transition up. The lights are all in the same order, so they'll transition up the Schooners likely next week to get those installed as well. Marion Street Sanitary Sewer, we had our pre-construction meeting today, this afternoon, to kind of lay the framework with the contractor, which is Porter Brothers, to make sure they understood all the components of the CDBG grant, which is a little bit complex of a grant, to make sure with all the reporting everything is done properly. They are looking at an anticipated start date of September 9th. And they'll be doing all the pipe work at that time and then do the paving come springtime once everything has settled, kind of like what we did on Thompson Street. Again, that is 5th Street to Euclid. So that will include the school area, so we'll make sure that everybody gets the word out on not being able to park on that side, on that part of the street. So we will need to address, we talked a little bit about it today, it has to be separate from the existing project because it is a grant project, but the storm sewer, we will be talking about that in depth towards the end of this project because there's some drainage, there's a collapsed storm sewer or something up there. So it does need to be addressed, but it does have to be separate from the grant, so we just need to make sure that that's clear. Solar project out in the transfer station is on schedule still and is to be completed by the end of the year. Some of the panels I heard have been delivered out there already. And, let's see if I get this right, there are packets available downstairs for the 2 seats that are up for election. Or, election. So the packets are downstairs if you're ready to get those.
Available till tomorrow.
Only available till tomorrow.
They're not.
They're not available till tomorrow. Sprint
So
down
we'll be there
there.
if you get one tonight.
No.
All right.
Any questions on projects?
Comment. Fantastic looking Main Street.
Yes, it
Congratulations.
looks so
Everybody
nice.
I've talked to somewhere loves it.
Yeah, it's it was definitely needed. It looks fantastic. I couldn't wait to be one of the first ones. Pete beat me though to drive down it. So yeah, even the walkways stand out so much more now. You can see the walkways and stuff. So yeah,
And the right turn lane at Peru Street is now clearly right turn. There's no parking.
yeah, it does. Looks good. So.
Anything else, Teresa?
No, if there's questions, just let me know.
Very good. Thank you, Teresa. Appreciate that. After the mayor's report, I'd like to echo the city employees do a nice job, and the street department's really done really well with their concrete work. I think concrete work's like anything. The more you do, the better you get at it. I think concrete work and drywall work is a thankless job doing that, but it has a nice look when it's all said and done. I got a phone call about 3 days ago from a gentleman that's retired that was a very professional, respected concrete man, and he wanted me to know. He said, those guys are doing a great job behind Schooners. He said, that's good-looking concrete work. So that was a compliment coming from him. He's not one to get a lot of compliments. I won't say that person's name, but I've had the guy chew on me before. So anyway, so I wanted to pass that on to the street department if I could. So a couple things under the mayor's report. About 4 months ago, I was reaching out to a community that when we had this directional boring going through Princeton the past year, we had a lot of challenges with the company that was doing the directional boring. We had a lot of utility strikes. We had people complaining about them being up in their yard, things like that. So I reached out to a community that had recently had them in their town doing the same thing, and they were about a year ago. They were in their town, and that was Silvis, Illinois. And in talking to the city administrator, which is similar to our city manager position, we talked over the phone, and in the process we kind of struck up a friendship, and he said, why don't you come to Silvis someday, and we'll give you a tour of Silvis, and then we'd like to come to Princeton, and we can maybe learn from each other. I said, that'd be great. So 3 months ago I traveled to Silvis, and they had a nice program. I had a chance to meet all the department heads, see what happens in Silvis. It's a town of about the same size of ours. It's just got such a unique situation being right next to the Quad Cities. It's a town that doesn't necessarily stand on its own. It's just very unique. In the process of meeting department heads and meeting the mayor. The mayor is a part-time position similar to this position here, of course. The mayor of Silvis works full-time at a lumberyard. Had a chance to go eat at Frank's Pizzeria that's been there since 1955, and the joke they said was the booths that we were sitting in were the same booths from 1955. But tremendous pizza. But in the process of all that, became friends with the folks from Silvis, and then Friday they came to Princeton, and we met at City Hall, and it's a small little network of full-time municipal employees because the city clerk came along, and her name is Amy Malmstrom, and we go into the office downstairs to introduce the group to Janet, and Janet's hugging Amy, and these folks have known each other because they've gone to city clerk meetings and learned to be city clerk. So it's just a close-knit group. And so Friday we hosted Mayor Carter from Silvis, the city administrator Jerry Leibovitz, and then Amy Malmstrom, the city clerk. Had a good time. Went out to Hornbaker's and got a tour of the barn. And we always are amazed to think about the number of people that come out to the barn. Roughly 15,000 people alone every year with just the weddings alone, not counting other events they have, and how that impacts the city of Princeton with tourism dollars, not just to the hotels, but also now with our Airbnbs that are paying a pillow tax. We finished out the lunch in the park. We did that because I thought that just really reflects on Princeton. And then we went down to Festival 56 and got a tour of Festival 56, the Grace Auditorium Theater, and behind the scenes. And just, it was very impressive. Those folks left town just very impressed with Princeton, and we appreciate that. They were very complimentary. So with that said, I hope to be visiting other communities. I still want to get together with the mayor of Geneseo because we really consider that very much a sister city, and hopefully that'll happen soon. The mayor of Geneseo, again, a part-time position. He is in charge of their ready-mix plant over there, and they're always busy pouring concrete or batching concrete, so it's a little tougher to get him to take a day off or half a day off. Second thing I wanted to say tonight is get a lot of mail as mayor, and sometimes it's people that maybe are a little critical, but other times it's complimentary things. This letter came from the city of Geneva. This is from the mayor of the city of Geneva. I'm just going to read this if I could. It's Dear Mayor Mabry, on behalf of the 23,000 residents and 1,500 businesses of the city of Geneva, please accept my heartfelt thanks to you, the city of Princeton, and in particular, Princeton's electric department crew members, Ryan Greif and Brad Stephen, for investing their time and talent to help our community recover from the storm damage endured on Sunday, July 14th. Knowing that Geneva can count on friends like Princeton means the world to us, and we are eternally grateful. My best, Kevin Burns, Mayor. And so I had a chance to talk to Jeff Mangrich, our electric superintendent. He said that they had that tremendous storm go through. We missed most of it, but Geneva was without power, and they immediately on Monday, a crew of the two utility linemen went immediately up to Geneva and spent a couple of days helping restore power. So, very nice letter. I'm going to pass that over to you, Teresa. And if you would, we want to commend those two employees for what they did. So with that all said, that's all I have. I don't have anything under Positive Princeton, but that was certainly very positive there. And we do have our meeting coming up. It won't be the first Monday because it's Labor Day. It'll be Tuesday, the day after. And we have planned for that. Jerry will appreciate this. He serves on this committee as a liaison. We have the Owen Lovejoy Commission. They're going to come speak and talk about the Lovejoy Homestead and where they're at with that and how that's progressing and what needs they have. Just as an overview, what goes on there. Because we really, it's almost like we forget about them out there on the east side of town. And so Ken Corbin is going to come speak and give a little review about that, which we're certainly appreciative of. And then the Evangelical Covenant Church is going to come speak. They are right across the street. They're our neighbors to the north, and they are working on a $2.8 million addition, actually a freestanding building that I had a tour about 3 weeks ago. Beautiful facility. It's going to have a gymnasium in there and a full kitchen and areas for youth. And what's going to happen, they're going to give a presentation. Then after the council meeting adjourns, we get a chance to go over and tour that facility over there. So we're excited about that. So stay tuned for you folks that are here in the back. Make sure you come in for the first meeting in September. That all said, now we're going to go to, is there any old business this evening? Okay, is there any new business this evening? Is there any public comment?
I guess I did forget to mention, Tori has given me the handouts that are up here. One's for, I'm gonna get the name wrong. What's the
Monster
balloon?
Mash,
Balloon bash. So that's up there, and then the fresh off the press homestead schedule. So you each have one egg or slot here too. So we'll have those down at the front counter as well. But if you need some, take a couple extra and get those dispersed. So.
Thank you. And of course, the Bureau County Fair starts this week too. So if you council members have been out to the fair lately, it's like its own small little industry out there. But not just the 5 days during the fair, but the rest of the year when they host all sorts of events out there at the fairgrounds. Okay, with that said, if you would please, Jerry.
Move that we adjourn our regular meeting this evening and reconvene for our next council meeting on Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024, 6 o'clock at City Hall.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Clerk call roll.
Councilmember Newman.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
McCransky.
Aye.
And Mayor Mabry.
Aye. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned. Feel free to stick around and talk to your council. Thank you.